Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Saturday and I thought I'd show you around the farm today on the arable fields. We've got a couple of ideas for next year. We're growing 2 fields of silage, so they're going to be lucerne and clover mix, which will be planted in the spring. So we're going to have a few more silage bales and less arable crops, meaning that we'll have more food for the cattle. And I've got the tractor in at the moment. This is the 6.9, which has still got the decorations on from the tractor run the other day. I need to take these decorations off. Unfortunately, we have decided that this tractor is going to have the hedge cutter on now. So in the next couple of weeks, I've ordered a plate which is going to go on here. It's like a perspex door, and there's also a window which is coming for the back, perspex window. And then I've also spoken to a company in Ireland who are going to put a cover on. I've ordered a cover for the bonnet, and I might at some point get some of the deep dish protectors because the fields are just so damp at the moment. We can't get on to do anything, so probably in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to get on the field and we'll use the 6.930 with a hedge cutter, and that is what's going to do the jobs. But unfortunately I've got to put those guards on. I decided for the perspex because if you go for the mesh ones, some people say that small bits of stone can damage the glass, so that's why I went for perspex. So this will be having a hedge cutter on and the guards will come soon to go on it. So we'll take the Ranger out today because the Defender's got a problem with the battery. And we put the pens in as well for the lambing because we want an area to lamb the sheep. So we picked these up a little while ago from a farm auction, and the hay racks are great because obviously you can feed 2 sheep with 1 hay rack, and it's all foldable, all portable. So this is just, we've been prepping this up, getting it ready for March when everything lambs. So we've got calving February, then March lambing. Well, at the moment the young stores are just over there, the other side of this field on Vicarage, and they'll be finishing it very soon. Once they've eaten all the rest of this, it will be going into fodder beet. So they are still over there at the moment eating all of that. Turnips are a bit poorer this side of the field, unfortunately, as you can see, looking lower down, a little bit of a poorer side of the field, shall we say, but they will gradually work their way over here, and then the field will be ploughed up in the springtime and it will be going into spring barley and fodder beet. So that will be literally in the next couple of weeks. I should think they'll be on here as well, eating all the rest of this off. So not too long to wait really until the rest of this field is free, and then we can do something else with it. I've got to come in with a hedge cutter as well and cut all these hedges along here, so just need that guard. Well, I only worked out the other day we've got calving, which is next month, February, but we've only got about 3 months until turnout, which isn't that long, providing that we get some good weather. This field we're on now was previously potatoes, and it's going to be going soon into a silage lay, so that will mean some more work for the prone mower. And with 2 more fields at home for silage, we are slightly bogged down in this wet bit. I will just push on hopefully through it. And with some more silage fields, it will mean there's going to be basically some more work for the prone mower, which will be good to do some more work from home. And it also means I can put the 65 on the rake, which I like. I like growing up with that tractor, but I can't grow up with that tractor at the Broads because it's just too far away to drive with that little tractor. It's about 12-14 mile round trip, and it means basically we can make more silage at home, which is good. And there's about, I think I made about 650 bales last year at the Broads, and with these 2 extra silage fields at home, I should think there's going to be maybe 1,000 or 1,200 bales of silage. So all the weather depending, and depending on the yield of course, but it's all good news because it means we're going to basically make more silage and grow less crops, if that makes sense. So we won't be growing sugar beet next year, and I have got the figures on the sugar beet which have just come in, and I'll let you know about that on the next video. I've got a spreadsheet of how much the sugar beet has made, and it's not looking good. So I've actually just driven into a massive rut here, which is not very wise of me at all. Not very wise. We'll get off this field at the moment, and yeah, you see the sheep are at the moment grazing on the turnips as well. So these will be moved off. Oh, I should think probably end of this month they'll get up to this section here, and then they'll be moving off, and this field will be ploughed up as well. So that one next door there is going to be muck spread. Again, more hedges. This is actually a new hedge which we put in a number of years ago now, about 6 or 7 years ago, and it needs just keeping an eye on and just pruning back, otherwise it'll, you know, get out of hand. But at the same time, you want it to grow in a nice boxy shape as a hedge should grow. So that's one to keep an eye on, a young hedge, which is a bridge between the two fields. It used to just be one big field, but now it's split into two little fields. Alright, we're now back in the grain store, and I thought I'd show you what the matter is with the Land Rover at the moment. I've kept it charged up overnight on a trickle charger. I've also got a, I've been checking the engine oil, and for some reason all the lights come on like a Christmas tree, and I've been told it's to do with the battery. So the battery's on its way out. It's actually the original Land Rover battery in this one. It's just struggling to start up, and on the front it keeps blowing one of these bulbs. Keeps blowing as well, so I've got to replace the battery, which is in there, and I'm going to the car place tomorrow to have a look at it. But it didn't stay clean for long, unfortunately. I took it to the marshals the other day. We had a problem with the pump house, and I had to go across, so it never stays clean for long, unfortunately. But in here somewhere is a battery. Oh, hang on. I'm sure everyone's shaking their head at this point. I think the battery is underneath the passenger seat, of course. It's underneath there. Right, so underneath here is the battery, underneath the passenger seat. I'm sure the Land Rover experts in the comment section will be shaking their heads. They couldn't believe I didn't know it was underneath the passenger seat, but I forgot about that. Why I couldn't have just bought a normal pickup truck, I don't know. I will look at a second-hand Toyota in the future. Let's have a look. We've got one battery in there, but I've got to undo all the bolts for the seat to see the battery, to then find out the model number and then order it. But the genuine Land Rover one is overpriced, so I just want a normal one from Halfords. So if I take it to Halfords tomorrow, hopefully they'll find out what sort of battery I need and when to replace it, because it is the original one in there. I've been told by the place I bought it from. So it is 2014, 10 years old, 24, it's a 10-year-old battery under there, so it has done well, but it is on its last legs, and that's why I'm getting the Christmas light dashboard, bulbs flowing. It's difficult to start up in the mornings, even though it's been charged up. So yeah, the battery is on its way out, but I'm trying to preempt it so that I don't get in trouble when I'm out and about with it somewhere, and then the battery goes all of a sudden. So it's just one of those things. I've got to order a battery to fix this problem. Nearly got the Land Rover back where I want it. Cosmetically and mechanically. You did put a new bulb in the other day. Every 2 or 3 months that one goes though, and I'm hoping the new battery is going to cure that problem. Other than that, as you can hear, the engine's sweet as a nut. It's done nearly 50,000 miles now. No problems at all. It's just a Ford engine, I think, Ford Transit engine. And yeah, it's missing the F, so I've got to put the F on as well. And it's just started raining. Lovely. Right, and then next door to the Land Rover, as we haven't got any lights in here at the moment because the electrician hasn't sorted it, we've got the 135, which is currently on the baler, as you can see. It's keen for silage, although it's not actually hooked on. I moved it in here with the teleporter because the tractors were too big to get in here with it, so I managed to get it in. But this is put away now for winter, and it will come out again May. Last year we did first cut, so this will come out again in May. Just had it in here, just starting to try and clean it up and basically tidy all the last bits up. There's still a few little bits of grass in there from when I pressure washed it, and there's a few little bits at the back, I think, but for the most part I cleaned it out as best I could. If anyone's got any advice on how to look after a baler, leave it in the comments section. I did top up the oil tank on the other side, which is for the chains over here. I've topped this up with engine oil, not engine oil, still chainsaw oil. At the top over there's a grease section which I greased up as well, and then we ran the baler for a bit on the PTO, which was what a lot of you guys had said in the comments section, because these balers, after you've washed them, all the water gets in the bearings, so if you run them, the water will go out the bearings and then you'll be more or less well away. And then further up in there is a computer, and I was going to take, some people say you can take the ECU off. There's a plug, you unplug it and you can put it like in a safe or in your office or something so it doesn't corrode. But then the dealership we bought it from said, don't worry about it, it's insulated and it'll be all right. So there's that to worry about or to be concerned with. In there are the knives. There's a bit of straw in the knives. I might try and get them off somehow with like a toothpick. You see there's a bit of rust on there. You know, just one of those things, unfortunately. Did try and dry it off a bit with a leaf blower when it came in here. There's only a few little bits. This is actually a floor I painted a little while ago, which has worked out quite well to keep the place a little bit tidier. So it's kind of in a little showroom really until next year. Unfortunately, I don't think I can open these doors because the shed's not wide enough on this part. I've got the trailer the other side I need to move out as well. So you've got the 135 in the front. I might just give that a start up for you guys as well, because this hasn't run for, well, not since I moved it the other day. So we'll try and just warm it up a little bit. Somewhere. Yeah, one of these bulbs has gone somewhere. One of the bulbs, there you go, that bulb has gone. Yeah, that bulb went the other day, so that's another little job to do. Other than that though, I've tried to keep it in good nick as best I can. So I might take it to a show near. There's the Hebningham show, there's the Norfolk show, the Suffolk show, South Suffolk. So yeah, we're basically going to put it on this trailer over here, tow it behind the Land Rover and go to the shows. That's the idea anyway. Doesn't do it any harm to start up once in a while. And yeah, that bulb is gone. I've got to find a bulb for that. I've got one in my workshop somewhere. I'll just turn it off a minute. Yeah, we've got some number plates to go on. These aluminium plates. I'll pick them up when we go to Cheffins, because we're going that way for the auctions, the Cheffins machinery auction, which will be January the 15th. We're going on the 14th to see if there's any equipment for sale. We're going to keep going to that auction once a month, every month, for a year on 2024 until we find a 6910. I did a poll the other day with John Deere 6430 Premium or a John Deere 6910, and I think 700 of you voted for the 6910 and about 400 of you voted for the smaller 6430 Premium. So for now, this year, we're going to try and find a 6910 to invest in, and like I say, we'll keep going to Cheffins. There's going to be some ploughs, there's going to be some tractors. If you do it online, you can leave a bid if you see something you like. So you can actually bid now with the computers, which is really good. So we're going to keep going to that. Keep an eye out for that. 135's in good nick, baler's in the back. We're mainly turning more into silage really with the farm. So we're going to be growing 2 more extra fields of clover lane. We've got the broads to do as well. There'll be about 1,000 to 1,200 bales, I think, next year of silage. There'll be about 650 bales of straw, 300 of barley straw, 350 of wheat straw, and then we'll have 650 straw bales in total as well. So that'll bring the total up to about, I think, roughly 1,800 bales next year we'll do with the baler, which is really exciting. And then soon we'll be doing the hedges. I've got the armour coming for the 6.9. Was going to have the hedge cutter on the 6R, but now it's going on the 6.9. Long story, flotation tyres, it's happening. I've got the bonnet cover to protect the 6.9. So I know the fans out there will be saying, you know, don't damage the 6.9, but it will have all the equipment on to protect it as best as we can protect it. So that's some Tractor Guards. It's not a paid partnership, not a paid promotion. I just ordered it from Tractor Guards. They're a really nice family, father and son, who make hedging protective equipment for tractors. So that'll be coming next week and we'll be well away. Then it's the auction, then it's Llama, then it's the dough show if anyone's going to the dough show. I do apologise about the darkness in here. We will get the lights sorted when the electrician can turn up. It's just one of those things. Unfortunately, there's a fuse which has gone over there and I'm not touching the light switch and I'm not getting electric shock. But yeah, I'll turn that light off on the 135. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Got to take this in tomorrow to be repaired, get the battery sorted, and then we'll be up and running. Then we'll be good. So yeah, keep liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.